By the end of this video, you'll know exactly when to save your money and when to invest it. Not just the theory, the actual decision-making framework that smart people use. And the third thing I'm going to share, it will rewire how you think about every financial decision for the rest of your life. So grab a drink, get comfortable, and let's get into it. Here's the thing nobody talks about. Saving and investing look similar on the surface. You're moving money somewhere. It's not going out. But underneath, they are doing completely different jobs. Get this wrong, and you're either leaving massive wealth on the table or stressing about money you shouldn't have touched in the first place. Let's start with point one. Saving. What it actually is. Saving is about safety and accessibility. When you save, you're keeping money in a form that's protected, liquid, and immediately available. Your savings account at the bank, a money market account, maybe certificates of deposit. The goal is not growth, it's preservation. And here's the number that makes this click. The average savings account in America pays around 0.45% interest. Right now, the actual number. Meanwhile, inflation runs at about 3 to 4% per year. So every dollar you leave in savings is quietly losing purchasing power. Not dramatically, not all at once, but steadily, relentlessly. This is why my friend Marcus spent years saving religiously. He put away $15,000 over 5 years. Strong discipline, serious commitment. But when he finally looked at what that money could buy, it had lost the equivalent of 2 months of rent in real value. He did everything right, and he still fell behind. That's the trap. Saving feels safe. It feels responsible. And it is in certain contexts. But without knowing when to stop, you can actually hurt yourself long term. So when should you save? 3 situations. Emergency fund. 6 months of expenses, minimum. Sitting somewhere you can reach in 2 days. That is non-negotiable. Short-term goals. You need a new transmission in 4 months. You are buying a house in a year. That money needs to be there whole when you need it. Do not invest money you need in 18 months. The math does not work. And psychological safety. If you know you have a stack of cash and you sleep better, keep it. Mental health matters. But understand what you're trading. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Point 2. Investing. Investing is the opposite of saving in almost every way that matters. You're accepting risk. You are accepting illiquidity. You are accepting uncertainty in the short term. In exchange, you are asking for growth. Real growth, the kind that beats inflation, the kind that builds wealth over decades. Let me show you the math. If you invest $10,000 today and it grows at 7% annually, in 30 years, you have $76,000. That same $10,000 in a savings account at 0.45%, you have $10,800. 76 grand, 10,000. Same starting point. Completely different ending. This is not theoretical. The stock market, measured by the S&P 500, has returned an average of about 10.7% per year since its inception in 1957. Yes, there are bad years, terrible years. The market dropped 34% in 2008. But look at the 40-year picture. It has never failed to recover and reach new highs. Never. A woman named Linda studied this in the 90s. She started investing $200 a month at age 25, just consistently. No genius moves, no inside information. By the time she was 60, she had over $400,000. Her coworker waited until 40 to start. Same contribution amount. Same investment choices. He ended up with $90,000. Same money. Same decisions. 15 years of waiting cost him $310,000. Time is the variable you cannot get back. If this is making sense so far, hit that subscribe button. I drop videos like this every week, and the best part is coming up next. All right, this is the one I've been building toward. Point 3, the framework. Here is the question everyone asks. How do I know when to save versus invest? The answer is actually simple, and most people never hear it clearly. You bucket your money by time horizon. Bucket 1, 0 to 3 years. This is savings territory. The engagement ring, the car repair, the security deposit on the new apartment, the emergency fund you are rebuilding after using it. This money goes in a high-yield savings account if you can get one. Ally Marcus, these pay around 4.5% right now. Not exciting, but not losing either. Bucket 2, 3 to 7 years. This is the gray zone. You want growth, but you cannot afford a major crash. A bond-heavy portfolio works here, or a balanced approach. 60% stocks, 40% bonds. Lower upside, but you have a buffer if the market dips. Think about it this way. If you need this money in 5 years, a 30% market crash is catastrophic. You cannot recover in time, so you protect it. Bucket 3, 7+ years. This is investing territory, your retirement. Your kid's college fund if they are still in elementary school. Money you will not touch for a decade or more gets the full benefit of compound growth. You can ride out the crashes. You can wait for the recovery. And historically, you always do. This is how the wealthy think. They do not ask, should I save or invest? They ask, what is this money for and when will I need it? Then they put it in the right bucket. Let me give you one more number to carry with you. Inflation erodes purchasing power by approximately 3% per year on average. That means what costs $100 today costs $103 next year. In 10 years, the same $100 buys about $75 of goods. Every dollar sitting idle in a low interest account is shrinking in real terms. That is not a reason to be reckless. It is a reason to be intentional. So, here is the deal. Saving is not bad. Investing is not scary. There are two different tools for two different jobs. The people who struggle are the ones who use the wrong tool for the wrong job. They save for retirement and watch their savings lose to inflation, or they invest their emergency fund and have to sell at a loss when the market is down. They use the wrong bucket. But now you know the framework. Emergency funds, short-term needs, psychological safety. Save. Long-term goals, retirement, anything with a 10-year runway, invest. The gray zone in between. Protect with balance, don't go all in. That third point, the bucket system, that's the one that changes things. When you start thinking in time horizons, every financial decision becomes clear. You stop guessing. You stop worrying about what you should be doing. You just ask yourself, when do I need this money? And the answer tells you exactly where it goes. If you got value from this, share it with someone who needs to hear it. And subscribe, because next week I'm going to break down exactly how to start investing with as little as $50. No excuses. No complexity. Just the steps. See you then.